Hello everyone, this is Aka here, and I'm going to show you all today how to properly set up Kontakt 5 and FL Studio 11. This also works for 10 and, as far as I'm sure, pretty much any version of FL that has MIDI out. And by MIDI out, of course, I'm referring to this plugin here. It's pretty simple. It's just a little... Well, I'll show you how to use it, actually. Sorry for the awkwardness. Anyways, so you're going to want to start with Kontakt 5, obviously. This also basically works for any plugin that uses MIDI channels to individually control separate instruments inside of the plugin itself. So you can see I have a lot of Kontakt libraries in here. So let's say I wanted to use the Giant, and we could basically just load this up. Now by default, playing in the Kontakt 5 plugin, like with the channel selected, I don't know, that was just kind of random. Anyways, but you see that that works. So that gives you an idea that, like, basically the way that an FL plugin works is when it's loaded, any MIDI input that you use while you have that channel selected goes directly to that channel to port 1. So if you see right here under MIDI channel on the Giant, if I change that to port 2, we're not going to get anything. Like, I can hit all the keys I want on my launch pad and it's not going to do anything. It's probably unnecessary to punch it. But anyways, you get the idea. Now if we go to MIDI Out, however, we can set this up to basically send it to all the different channels. We can have one of these for each channel. So like if we name this one the Giant, and we can actually have that coordinate to this bit of this instrument in Kontakt. And the way that we would do that is we would go to the wrapper settings, which we do by clicking this little gear up here next to the down arrow in the corner of the plugin itself, and we would go under MIDI, and we should see input port, and we're basically just going to set that to a free port. Don't recommend 0. I usually start at like 1 or 2. I'm just going to do 3 for an example. Be random. Anyways, then in here, we'll have the option in MIDI Out. We'll have the option to select the port. Now I'm going to go port 3, channel 1. So now, if we go into Kontakt, you'll notice that it still works the same way. But if we go to the MIDI Out and have it selected, yeah, you get the idea. It's working. But to prove that this is not just working for just one instrument, if we were to load up a second instrument inside of Kontakt, like if we were to minimize that, then we were to, per se, go to session strings, and we were to load up the legato forte, piano crescendo, multi. Well, not really. It's not really a multi. You know what I mean. If we were to load that up, it would automatically, if we expand it, it would automatically be assigned MIDI channel 2. So what we could do to quickly get that set up is we could just clone the Giant channel, rename it session strings, and change its channel number to 2. And now, if we play on this one, ignore that, people are messaging me on Skype. Anyways, okay, I'm just gonna take a quick second to do that. Sorry about that. But you see that we have only one Kontakt 5, but it's running 2 separate instruments, and this will actually help save a lot on RAM, which for some people out there is going to be a pretty big issue, because not everyone has a lot of RAM. Like, I have 32 gigabytes in my computer, but I guarantee the majority of you out there probably don't. But this will really help when it comes down to the long run, because it will definitely make your channels like a lot less cluttered. You won't have a whole bunch of Kontakt 5s, and you can actually go out and like if we go into the mixer, sorry, you should notice that right now, okay, they're not doing it yet. We need to go to the processing, and we just need to auto map the outputs. And this will basically just say, hey, this one is coming from this port, and it should be lining up. What am I doing? Yeah, I can't figure this one out. This is one that I have issues with. I'll probably make an update on figuring this out exactly, because I myself don't have it down perfectly, but I am most certainly working on it. Let me look at this, actually. See if I can figure this out on camera. I'm not going to waste too much time, though, if I can't. Okay, so we can see, like, the outputs, and yeah. If you guys figure that out, let me know in the comments, because I'm still kind of figuring that one out myself, because I still have to run everything through the same mixer channel, which is obviously a bit of a pain in the butt, but it is nice to be able to have these in separate MIDIs. That way you don't have to, like, have a whole bunch of Kontakt 5s loaded, and Kontakt 5 by itself is, this one little Kontakt 5 is taking up 437.16 megabytes of RAM, which is almost half a gigabyte. But instead of having to have multiple ones of these loaded, you can just have this one, and it will definitely save your skin in the long run, and you will more than likely be very glad you know this. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching my first ever tutorial, albeit its awkwardness. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or if you figure out that channel output issue I'm having, then also let me know, because I'd love to know how to get that working. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.